Hi, well, it's Leslie here to give you an intro to this week and yeah, just an overview for this week. I'm going to try to do this each week in hopes that it helps people to feel more comfortable about, what they need to get done and that they understand. So anyway, so I'm not showing the announcement for next week here yet because it's not next week yet. I'm doing this in advance. So there will be another announcement message. All of the announcements that I have are words of encouragement. And so you like here's my welcome to CIS145 with the link to the syllabus, and there's my video that I put in, and then here's my letter to say hello to you. So there will be a new message, and my messages are messages of encouragement along with a link to the discussion where you can post questions and see announcements that I've posted. And I do encourage you to be aware that I do post questions and that other students post questions, and then people, mostly me, will respond with the answers. So you can keep up and know what's going on in class through that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go here to the content. And if you do not have it already showing, which I do, but if you don't have it showing, you can go to week 2. And so you see that this is week 2. All the weeks start on Tuesday and on Monday. And this week will be about user interfaces and data types. Also, you'll learn about basic structures of databases in your book. Okay. And so here, nothing this week that you need to think about starting because it's the first of the start of the semester. And then here is a description of everything that's due. And here are the links for everything that's due. Okay. So right here is the link for MindTap. I do want to remind you that you can come in here to MindTap to Module 2, and here's the reading. But also down here, you can do the SAM textbook extra credit. And when you do that, then what you're doing is you're just here getting the files from here to do the activities that are in here. And then if you do those activities as you're reading the book, and then you submit it to here, that the resulting files, then you can get extra credit automatically. Okay, so just want to make sure that you have figured that out. That the extra credit is available for modules 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Anyway, while I'm here, just once again, here is a link to the book, but also there is a link, no, this is a link to Module 2 in the book, is what I meant, sorry. And then right here, this will also take you there as well, okay? And when you go in to a certain module, okay, it'll take you to where you were previously in the module. I keep on wanting to say chapter. But if you want to see, you can see this introduction here. And so let me show you what I mean. You can get this is the table of contents really. But see, let's say you're here on this page or any page, you can come up here to chapter contents and you can get a list of all the topics that are being covered in the chapter. And as a rule of thumb for reading your book, I do suggest that you just to practice good reading skills, click here and you can click this plus sign and see a bigger view of it. And let's see, view enlarged. Well, oh, let's see. How do we get this to be bigger? Well, anyway, this is an enlarged view of this guy right here. Okay, and you can just take a look, just an overview look. These are just good pre-reading skills that I'm trying to go over. And then here, oops, sorry, let me go back. I'll go back to chapter contents. Again, just read through the list of what there is that's going to be covered, okay? And the chapter review, you don't need to read it because it won't really help your reading. This is just like practice problems. So reading these will not help you. There isn't really a review, like a chapter summary in these. So sorry about that, because that's also a good thing to do before you start your reading to help you be aware of what you're about to read and just to help you set up your reading success. Okay, so anyway, so here I'll go ahead and go to guidelines for designing databases, and you'll just notice that like for example here is a key or a vocabulary word, and you can click on it and it'll give you a definition, and then you can go to the next page just by clicking on the arrow to the right. So I do encourage you to read. It is helpful. If you are not a reader, or if you're struggling with concepts of reading, there is over here a bunch of videos. There are a whole bunch of videos right here about different topics, so you can watch the videos that are provided, or another thing you can do is go out to YouTube and watch the videos there if you're struggling with any of the concepts. Okay, so that's about reading and doing the module. Here is a handout that I really encourage you to read. It's not going to take you very long to read. It's just about having good field name characteristics in your tables. Here's another one in your book. And one thing that I want to make you aware of is these are the page numbers for the actual textbook, the hard copy. In the ebook, I've learned that the page numbers that I provided you may be off by one page, so be aware of that. But I do try to give you a search key topic. So this is the name of it, Microsoft Naming Conventions. That should be helpful. And if you want to, you can do a practice training. This is not something that will be counted towards your grade, so you can do it as many times as you want. Here's your first SAM quiz. Keep in mind that you can use any resources except for other people to do your SAM quiz. And if you do get stuck on a SAM quiz question because of some technical issue or something, go ahead and post it in questions and announcements. Further down here we have your opportunity, your first opportunity to post on a specific topic related to databases, and that's about user experiences, user interfaces in your experience. Then here you're going to talk about a specific user interface that I provide you, and you're going to tell me about what you think about it. Okay. Now this one right here, this is another database that you're going to talk about and post about. And this particular database that's provided, I want to make sure that you understand that you will get an error. It's not really an error, it's just a protective message that is asking you to enable it. And so there are instructions in this discussion topic about how to address that. Then finally, this right here, this welcome survey Word document is basically asking you to fill out this database and submit it. And it tells you where to submit it. And then here is my second time where, because it's the second week, where I ask you to communicate with me about how you're doing and what your goals are. So that's basically what is expected for this week. And this one, these guys shouldn't take you really a long time. I would anticipate not more than an hour, and I'm going to guess less. If you choose to do this, I would say less, like half hour, 45 minutes. Giving me feedback on how long things take, I do really welcome. So anyway, that is basically what is covered this week. Don't forget that if you have questions, you can post them here in the discussions. And what I mean by questions are questions that are not personal, such as about your grades or something like that. And you can come in here to questions and announcements and then start a new thread, which I think you guys all now know. Okay, so that I think is it. Thanks very much. Have a good week.